Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nathan with a weather update for this weekend and early next week. So there is a chance of snow Saturday night through Monday. And keep in mind, this is a whole 5 to 7 days away. So um, at this point, it's likely going to be cold with highs in the 30s, lows in the 20s. And it will likely snow. However, the amount of snow this far out is very hard to determine. So being a whole week away, this is going to be more of a fun guess video, my prediction. But obviously, when you're a few days away, check a trusted news source to get the official amount predictions. But this is just a fun guess from me. Don't take this seriously. So I have this GFS model run set for next Sunday, and there's been lots of variation between the model runs, and also between all the models. So currently, it has the low pressure just south of Michigan with a band of snow moving into southern Michigan, some rain mixing in. Keep in mind, this blue line is the cutoff of the freezing temperature. So, this is predicting a bit of rain, snow for southern Michigan. This is an Alberta clipper. There's no Gulf Stream connection, so it's pretty moisture starved, but there is a band of snow right here. It looks a little intense. So, I think most areas will get about 1 inch of snow from this, considering the ground is very warm. It's gonna be hard to, stay in the ground. It'll probably melt on contact for a while. It's not the heaviest. There's some rain mixing in. The temperatures are gonna be above freezing probably, or just around the freezing mark. Um, so I would predict about 1 inch for most of the area, but there's this little strip of heavier snow that could produce a bit more than that in the 2 to 3 inch range, possibly. But even then, the ground is so warm, it's going to be hard for it to stick. So I can't really imagine anything substantial. So I'm going to predict about 1 inch of snow, mostly on the grass. Again, if you're in this band, potentially sticking on the road for a brief time if it can be heavy enough. But otherwise, I'm going to go with 1 inch of snow for Grand Rapids. And then let's go ahead and move forward here so it moves through. Again, you can see that band is over Grand Rapids, so if this is true, perhaps a bit more for Grand Rapids, but looking at some of these other model runs, like this one has it missing us completely, the previous model, and it has a deeper low pressure. So, actually, that's not true. This one's actually not as deep of low pressure. So, a weaker low pressure to the south. This one's a deeper low pressure a bit further north. And so that's why we get the snow in Michigan, but also the chance of some rain because it's a bit further north. So the freezing lines moved northward. So this is like the perfect situation for Grand Rapids to get some snow. Again, there's been variations. See these? These are all a little different each time. That one has it way missing to the south. So I think this clipper maybe 1 inch, potentially more again if you're in the band. Then after this, if we move forward, the trough moves through and we get lake effect bands. This will not be a massive 2 to 3 foot storm that we've seen in recent years in November. This will likely be a little bit lighter with a northwest band. And so I'm going to go with 1 to 2 inches from this, depending where the band's set up. If it's more to the north, like this previous run had it. So if we go here and then go back one, or go forward a bit, let's see, let's go back another model run. See, this one here has it a bit more north. That would keep the band along the lakeshore. Missing Grand Rapids, but a more intense band with a Lake Superior connection. So there'd be some heavy snows along the lakeshore. But if we move to this one, you can see it's a bit more northwest, probably hitting Grand Rapids, but only light snow mostly, potentially heavy bands periodically, about 1 inch or two. So I think nothing more than a few inches from this whole event, a lot of it melting on contact, so just on the grass, a bit of snow and grass kind of mixture with the roads mostly clear, maybe a bit of snow if there's a heavier band moving through for a little bit of time. But more of just a fun early winter, late fall event with 0 or trace to 3 inches depending on where this sets up. So my predictions can be at 0.9 from the first storm and about 1.5 from the lake effect, so maybe about 2.5 inches total, most of it melting on the ground. So that's my prediction this far out. Make sure you check back to your reliable news sources before the event to get official totals. This, again, is just a fun guess from me. So thanks for watching, and leave a comment with your snowfall guesses below.